Daniel Hagenauer. I'm from Community Baptist, and I will be speaking out about abortion. Just think of all the amazing people this world has missed out on due to the choice of trying to remedy a temporary problem with a permanent solution. Think about the love, the fun, the opportunity wasted, the intellect, the humor, the life, squandered with no possibility to choose life for themselves. Choosing life, even when it is hard, is not only right, but it is one of the most fulfilling decisions you will ever make. Now, what is life? Life is the quality that distinguishes a vital, functional being from a dead body. Life begins at conception and ends at birth, and ends at death. An unborn baby has a noticeable heartbeat at 18 days and has detectable brainwave activity at 40 days after fertilization. By 24 weeks, the unborn baby will almost be fully developed. Logically, one must believe that the unborn child is a human, but it is not the case today. The child is viewed as insignificant inconvenience and is not permitted the right to life. Now, why does every unborn child have a right to life? The 14th Amendment of our Constitution states that no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privilege or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property, without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the law. The unborn are people just as much as we are, and they should receive the same safeguards and rights as we do. Should people have the moral right to choose the future and opportunity of someone else? If someone decides to commit an abortion, they are doing a wrong to try and make a right, but two wrongs will never make a right. Even in the case of rape, which anyone who commits such an act should receive severe punishment. The termination of life is never right. There have been so many incredible people born out of such a tragedy, and a crime does not justify the reasoning for the termination of a life. It's human life that cannot defend itself worthy of protection. We must protect those who cannot sufficiently protect themselves. If we do not do this, we will see so many people disposed of all the physical people who are mentally handicapped and physically handicapped in our world, and even the children, because they don't have a caregiver. The life of a child does not depend on the morality or willingness of the host. If people were relying upon the ethics and willingness of the caregiver, we would find numerous disabled people left on the side of the road. We don't often see this happen because there are willing people who desire to care for them, and that is where adoption comes in. Mothers faced with an unplanned pregnancy could take the convenient route or choose to give life. I would not be here if my mother decided to have an abortion, but instead chose to give me life. I stand before you today as a product of adoption, me, Daniel Hagenauer. I am the school co-valedictorian, multi-sport athlete with plenty of accolades, and specifically wrestling and soccer. In the fall, Lord willing, I plan to attend college and major in electrical engineering. And imagine the lost opportunity think of all the engineers, the doctors, the nurses, the lawyers, the law enforcement. And because of a mother's choice to spare my life and willingness of my adopted parents, I now have the opportunity to speak on behalf of the unborn and fight for their lives. Adoption gave me the possibility to make the world better. Is adoption your first choice or last option? Changing the life forever has more value than anything else in the world, and I would know. Giving children a home and a second chance at having a prosperous life and enjoyable career is all but reasonable. Having a loving environment and a suitable situation exponentially aids in the success of the child. They should have a chance at life, and it's their unalienable right. The Constitution states, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." You are probably glad your mother realized your rights and your chance at life. A mother who cannot sufficiently provide or suitably nurture her infant can consider the route of adoption. Yielding up a child to a family that will love and cherish them will relieve the burden off the mother and place the child in a better circumstance. Adoption can be the best solution to an unplanned pregnancy, those who have the inability to have children, or a child in need of a family. Most importantly, the process shows the life-affirming power and life-saving power of adoption. Don't abort, instead adopt.